United are a privately owned service station chain with over 500 locations across Australia. They employ over 800 people and generate an estimated $300 million of revenue each year. And they're the only service station chain in all of Australia that carries every car guy's favourite fuel, E85. But despite all their employees and money and racing fuel at the pump, they're shit at social media. Even their banner on Facebook is shit. Why is this so low res? Hang on, what resolution is this? 800 by 300. You couldn't have at least gone outside and just taken a photo with your phone that would have at least been HD. How do you even get an image to be this low quality? It's like they Googled United service station and then they found like a picture somebody else posted. Not even the picture itself. It's like they saved the thumbnail of a picture off of Google Images and just gone, yeah, that'll do. All right. Like, how do you even get it to be that low resolution? Anyway, the point is they're bad at social media. Like, this is their Instagram feed. It's terrible, isn't it? It's awful. It's just ads. That's all this is. That's all they're posting. Like, massive service station chain, and what they choose to post is just nothing but whatever the 2-for-1 deal or combo deal of the week is, or whatever the hell all these ads are supposed to be. Like, these look like, you know when you're walking through a shopping center and there's that billboard like in the middle kind of, and you sometimes mistake it for like the info kiosk where you're gonna get the map of the center. You're walking along, you're like, yeah, I could go for a tradies breakfast. But why specifically is this so bad? Well, you've probably already got the answer. It's because it's just ads. It's an entire feed of nothing but advertising. And if there's one thing that people love, it's advertising. Did you know that television remotes were invented specifically because of ad breaks becoming a thing on TV? Like, the span of time it took for people to stand up and press the mute button on their televisions was too long. People couldn't put up with 2 seconds of hearing ads, so television remotes with mute buttons were invented. That's how much people hate advertising. So when you're trying to reach potential customers on social media, probably the worst thing you can possibly do is make your entire thing on social media just posting obvious ads. If you've ever used Twitter or TikTok or Instagram, you've probably come across the weird shit that companies like Wendy's and D-Brand and certain branches of KFC will post on social media. Like, some of them are just absolutely unhinged. And the reason for that is because it makes it feel more personal. It makes it feel like instead of watching content created by a massive corporation, you're instead looking at whatever the heck the low-paid, poorly treated social media intern is creating. It makes it feel like you've got a connection with this person who's creating skibbity toilet KFC instead of KFC, the giant corporate brand. But I kind of get it, you know? Service stations, they actually make most of their profit off of selling the overpriced snacks and drinks. They make very little off of selling fuel. Sure, we're paying $2 a litre at the pump, but with how much the servos actually have to pay for fuel as well, there isn't that much profit in it. It's all about getting people to come to you because they need fuel, and then while they're in your service station, trying to upsell them with all the convenience of the snacks and the drinks right there.
So if you want, you can buy 2 of these for only $1 extra.
But the thing about social media is that people are accessing it from everywhere. And when I'm scrolling my Instagram feed and I see a deal on a pie and a drink from a United service station, I'm not looking at that and going, that's a good deal. I'm gonna drive 10 minutes to my local servo. I'm going, oh, I might grab some of those snacks a lot cheaper from my local Coles or Woolies. So instead of making their social media feeds all about snacks and drinks, they should make it about the fuel. And who needs fuel? More than car guys. 7-Eleven in the USA already figured this out years ago. I mean, I made a whole video talking about the marketing strategy that 7-Eleven used and how they basically convinced the entire American car community to post free content for them to use by taking pictures of that at their servos and tagging them. Like, it was a brilliant strategy. And the thing is, nobody in Australia is trying to mimic that. Now, sure, you can tell once in a while, United, their social media team will try posting a car picture or a car video to kind of test the waters. And despite these posts always doing so much better, like orders of magnitude better than anything else they ever post, it's pretty clear that whatever manager or executive or whatever is in charge of social media is terrified of going beyond doing the shitty ad posts, because the very next post will always be ads again. Actually, who's the United CEO? David Shimchak. It's pronounced Shimchak. Is it just me, or is Polish like the European equivalent of Mandarin to English speakers? Like, that name is baffling. It's like Xi Jinping.
我在北京。
As soon as you know that that's a different, that letter doesn't make that sound, oh, it makes sense. What do you look like? Yeah, that tracks. That is the profile picture of a man whose company is terrible at social media. I have not intentionally made the quality worse there. That is how bad it looks off of his LinkedIn page. Maybe he's the one who posted that low-res Facebook banner from the start of the video. So they post a car picture or a video and it gets 10 times the attention that anything else they ever post does, but then they immediately go back to posting ads again, and anyone who followed them because they were hoping for more car content is just immediately put off and stops following and doesn't like any of the ads, obviously, because people hate being advertised to. Like, the thing that blows my mind the most about this is that they have a built-in fan base that should be following them. Car people. Australian car guys want United to be what 7-Eleven US is for car guys in the US. Like, they are constantly posting pictures and videos at United servos and tagging them on United social media team. Here is what your marketing strategy should be, since you guys haven't got a clue what you're doing and you have almost no followers. You got less followers than me. So listen to what I'm going to tell you. I'll give this to you for free. Go to your Instagram. Go to your tags, save the pictures and videos from your tags, and then repost those, and make sure you tag the original creators who posted them. Over time, as you do this, day after day after day, week after week after month, you will build up a fan base, because car guys will see that you are reposting pictures and videos of cars, and they will go to your service stations. They will pay you money to fuel up their cars at your service stations and then take pictures and videos at your servos. And then they'll tag you in those posts. And then you can save those ones and repost those ones. And again, it just keeps going and going. And over time, you'll build up a bigger and bigger fan base and more attention. And now all of a sudden, you actually can reach people when you're trying to post about all of your stupid 2-for-1 deals or whatever it is that these posts are supposed to be. You can start making these specifically to cater to the car guy fan base that you've built up. Start to sponsor specific cars, creators, events, track events. Just engage with the car community, because right now, nobody cares about you on social media. You're clearly trying, but no one gives a shit. And you've got this built-in fan base because you're literally the only company in the entire country that sells E85. So sure, we have no choice but to buy the ethanol from you, but if you're trying to actually build a social media profile, like you clearly are because you keep posting stuff, how about you switch it up and do something that actually works and engage with the car community instead, and actually grow your social media instead and grow your engagement, and potentially even build your customer base as more car guys switch from other service station brands to specifically come to you because you're engaging with them. At the end of the day, this probably all just comes down to a company that has management who don't understand social media, or they don't have a good vision of the future of how they're going to operate in that space. And they probably think that it's just good enough, that they've got hundreds of service stations around the country and they already capture a large market simply by being in the right place at the right time when people need fuel. But they could be doing so much better. Like, imagine if they put in even half the effort that 7-Eleven USA did. They could easily become the Aussie servo for every car guy that every car guy goes to, specifically because car guys are finally being catered to by the companies that they need to go to and buy from to be able to enjoy their hobby. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that United could actually just engage with the car community and become the go-to service station for guys like us? I'll see you guys in the next video.